Welcome to the 2021 Outrigger Big West Men's Volleyball Championship presented by the Hawaiian Islands. This is the UC San Diego press conference. The Tritons winners tonight over number 1 Hawaii by scores of 22-25, 25-23, 16-25, 25-23, and 18-16. The Tritons advance to tomorrow's championship match against the number 2 seed, UC Santa Barbara. This is UC San Diego's first appearance in the championship match. We'll start the press conference with two Triton student athletes, junior middle blocker Logan Clark and senior outside hitter Kyle McCauley. We will go with them first, and then we will have Coach Kevin Ring to follow. We'll go ahead and open it up to the media for questions for either Logan or Kyle. If you have a question, please use the hand raise function on Zoom, and I will call on you. Let's go first to Dave Reardon.
Congratulations, gentlemen. So in the second set, when you guys won, you'd also won a set off of Hawaii earlier in the season, 25-23. And this one, the outcome obviously is different. What did you gain, confidence-wise, I'm sure, but otherwise from this second set tonight that helped propel you?
I guess I'll go. Sorry, my voice is a little gone from the game, but we came in with a lot of confidence. It's not like we were lacking until we actually won that set. We came in with a little bit of a chip on our shoulder, hearing the announcers kind of mention some things about us, how Hawaii's going to have an easy night. So we came in with a ton of confidence, and we knew we could win this game from the start to the finish. So we didn't really gain anything from that, just kind of solidified our thought process.
Yeah, we knew, I think we played them 4 or 5 times beforehand, and we knew they were going to be consistently fighting us, and we could not let up on the gas pedal at all. So we had to be confident with our swings and our passing and back at the service line, and that's what we did tonight, and it worked out.
Let's go next to Jonathan Bates.
Question for you, Kyle. In the fourth set, Coach Ring substituted out Blake Chris for
Andrew Boyle.
Andrew Boyle. I'm sorry. Can you tell us what Andrew brought in the to the match in the latter half of the fourth set and obviously in the fifth set?
Yeah, Andrew just brings a lot of steadiness to the court. He puts the ball in the right spot. He's communicated with us, and he played with a lot of confidence tonight too, and that proved out to be really good for us. So he did a great job towards the end of the game.
Okay, let's go next to Jason Caneshiro.
Hey guys, you kind of mentioned the pressure you guys wanted to put on from the service line. Was that kind of an emphasis coming in, and you guys were able to fire off 10 aces?
Yeah, we've gone through a couple serving passes here. We had a target in mind the whole game, and we just kind of went after it. We knew we were going to have to serve aggressive to get these guys out of system since they're so good in system. So it was kind of the game plan what Ring had been talking to us for the whole week and all last night.
Yeah, we had to keep them out of their rhythm and not let them gain any momentum, which they did at times, but we did our best to not let it get too far away from us.
Thanks.
Just for either one of you, you outblocked Hawaii 13.5 to 8.5. Hawaii doesn't normally lose the blocking battle. Talk about the effort that you guys had at the net tonight.
Yeah, definitely. We kind of talked about it through the whole thing. Like, it's playoff season's on the line, so all the guys will have a little bit of extra juice in them or something. We're getting up a little higher, putting up better hands. We were just very motivated to beat them. So that was how it had to get done. This is what we had to do.
Yeah, Logan did a great job communicating with the pins too. He was talking to us every single play, back row too, and we did our best to set up our defense to be successful.
Okay, let's go next to Alan Hoshida.
Hey guys, for a program that's kind of on the rise to prominence, finding their footing with the bigger names in men's volleyball, what does this type of win mean to the program?
You got it.
It is very significant. Coach Rank keeps mentioning all the alumni that he's reaching out to and hearing back from, and seeing Ring's response or reaction, and Paul Warren's, and even the assistant coaches that aren't alums. It's really telling to see. It's really telling seeing them how they react, and seeing how significant this game is to them and for us. So it's really special.
Logan, you want to take that one too?
I was just going to say the same exact thing. He's talked to us about the importance, and like yesterday was our first win in postseason history for us in the D2, D1 level. So it's just huge to be able to roll with that momentum.
Let's go next to Reese.
Yeah, so you guys had a big turnaround from third to the fourth. You guys went from hitting under 100 to over 350. What sort of adjustments did you guys make in between the sets?
I think that our setters did a lot of job of putting the ball where we needed it. I think in the beginning, in the first two and a little bit into the third set, there was not a lot, but more miscues than we would have liked. I think communication during timeouts and in between sets, that really helped us get on par with the level we wanted to be on.
Let's go back to Dave Reardon.
All right. So there's this eternal debate about buys in tournaments and if they can, whether they're helpful or in some cases they can create rust. And did you guys feel like having played yesterday that helped you with momentum as far as today?
Yeah, I think that plays a factor in it, just being especially for us being an away team, getting used to the gin, and then just kind of getting through our first match there. It really helped us going in to feel comfortable in this match.
Yeah, I would agree.
We have any other questions for the student athletes? Okay, sounds like we're good. Thank you. Okay, now we are with UC San Diego head coach Kevin Ring. Coach, we're just going to have you give a brief opening statement about the match, and then we'll go right into questions.
Yeah, I think a tremendous victory tonight. The guys fought really hard. We've talked about kind of all year our resilience and the ability to win close sets. We've been in some tight games in the past where we haven't always pulled those out. And, when our best was required, the guys showed up tonight. And it's just a great team effort. Props to Hawaii. I mean, they're playing well, and we knew we were going to have a good battle with them. As a couple of the players just said, pretty confident coming in, but we knew the challenges. I think we try to be realistic with what we're facing, how we play them. We know our strengths, our weaknesses. We know certainly what our opponents can do, and not try to shy away from anything. And they're going to make some good plays, and they did tonight. But we want to make sure that we keep our strengths, and how can we kind of the things maybe we don't do quite as well, or certain matchups we don't like quite as well. How can we sort of minimize those so we are playing at our best? And so, just real proud of the guys tonight. And as they alluded to earlier, I'm an alum, and real proud. And just it means a lot, And it's hey, we're not done, And obviously, it's exciting to get this victory and to beat a team of Hawaii's caliber. And I think maybe our first time we've knocked off ranked number one team in the country. So, but we're not done. We've faced Santa Barbara, I think 5 times already this year. They're good. We've played a few good matches with them. So, we're gonna have a real good match tomorrow night.
Okay, we'll open up to questions, and I see one from Jonathan Bates. Go ahead.
Coach Ring, have you checked your phone yet? What messages have you gotten so far?
Yeah, I've seen a few alums pretty excited. I think there's some people staying up late back home in California to watch this. We've got a few alums and former assistant coach that's here in Hawaii, and just pretty excited. And I think guys recognize the work that the team's put in, and just hearing from people that they're really proud and they follow the team, and we have a nice little following, and I think we just got a great group of guys, and it's fun to coach them, and I take a great deal of pride in how we're perceived, I think, in our realm, in our community, and on campus there, and the guys represent themselves really well, and tonight, just a big victory.
Coach, if I can ask another question. One of the bigger questions starting the season was filling the void of Wyatt, and Ryan Cos filled in really nicely for you guys. Can you comment on his performance, just not tonight, but over the season?
Yeah, it's we had obviously a very interesting fall, shortened fall. Very little. We played very little to no 6-on-6 volleyball in the fall. We got a little bit right at the end, and then we get started with our season. The whole month of January is very limited practices, and then we kind of get finally going to some 6-on-6. And obviously we have returners and Kyle McCauley and Wyatt Harrison, who both did a great job for us last year. And not that they were slated our starters to start the season, that they had to go out and earned it, and they were both playing pretty well. And we unfortunately lost Wyatt, just before our second match with Hawaii at our place back, I think, end of February. So, Ryan Caw, that's, he was going to fight for that position anyways, but now you're thrust into that. And so, just kind of trial by fire a little bit, and some ups and downs, and whether it's serving, passing, and I'm just really proud of him. And it's not an easy thing to just jump into and kind of have to take on that role sort of unexpectedly, and he's done it quite well.
Let's go next to Dave Reardon.
Congratulations, Coach. You seem pretty calm, and I know you still have more work to do. But where does this rank for you personally, as far as your sports history as an athlete, as a coach, as far as big wins?
Yeah, it's right up there. I think it's got to probably be the biggest, because it's on right now for us the biggest stage that we've been in. And not to take anything away from any team. We've we won a D3 championship back when it was an invitational, and a championship's a championship, and that team, and I was there as assistant coach, and I remember celebrating after that and what that meant to that team, and this is our version now, and we're playing on the highest stage, and what I believe to be the top conference in the country, kind of top to bottom. This was, to me, a typical Big West battle, both sides having opportunities, and so I can't say enough positive things about kind of what this means for the program. But it's a match, and we're moving on, and we've got another one tomorrow night. So we'll get right back to business, and we'll go through our sort of normal routines to finish up our scouting report on Santa Barbara and be prepared for tomorrow night.
Go next to Alan Hoshida.
Hi, Coach. What was it that you guys did so well to take Rado Parapunov out of his game? He had 13 attack errors, which is the highest of his career, a very good career. So what was it that you guys focused on to take him off his game?
Yeah, I could jokingly say I wish I knew. He's pretty good, not easy to stop. We've tried in the past, but I think a lot of it is just getting out in front of him, and our timing. He's Ryan Caw was matched up with him obviously on the left a few times, and Ryan Caw can be he's so quick to block, and so he can be up a little early on his way down. So I think timing on the block was really key, and then just kind of trying to give him different looks, and sometimes we're out a little bit more on his kind of line seam, and then kind of what we talk about with our middles, where we kind of take a show and take move. We're kind of showing one thing and dive into something else. So I think we tried to do that on the pin a little bit, and and then just not overcomplicate the block move. We talk about our blockers being loaded, ready to make a strong move. As soon as we're above the net, we're sealing, and then invade their territory. And I thought we put a lot of good arms across the net. Sometimes it's you put up a block and there's some bad arms, and you just give them something to swing off of, to tool. But tonight we turned a lot of those balls back into the court, and I'm not sure how many stuff blocks we had on them, but. We've always kind of said a stuff block, if we get to a guy a few times, the stuff block is going to equal more than 1 point, because, it's going to maybe a guy makes a few errors, and we got a few out of him tonight.
And then just another one, from the service line, you guys were really good, put a lot of pressure on them. Was that something you took up to an extra notch this, fifth time facing a team that you guys kind of had to do a little bit something different? Every team does when you're facing someone that many times.
Yeah, I mean, it's, can you find your strength? Can your strengths be your strengths? And then the things that maybe we didn't do as well other matches, can we bring that up? And we got a lot of great coaches in this conference, and everyone's scouting each other, and I think we all have kind of a plan, and you try to put the plan in motion the best you can, and the players get out there and they're going to execute. And tonight the guys did a great job of that. So some of that is just you've got to serve tough. I think they've got a good passing team. So we had some targets there, but oftentimes just serving a good ball in the gaps. I thought Kyle McCauley did a really good job serving. We had some other guys put some pressure on him. We had jump float guys like Shane Bennett, that did a good job of trying to drive the ball on them. And so we got a lot of passes off the net. I think that kind of helped our block and defense from there.
Got time for one or two more questions. Or if we don't have any more, I'd like to thank you, Coach. Congratulations again.
Thank you.
And we'll see you tomorrow night.
Thank you.